That party again?
And adults make choices whether to talk about it. That's true of parents and every other trusted adult in a kid's life. Kids want to know our expectations, and they want honest answers in everyday conversations. So talk with your kids and help lead them on a positive path, because when you talk, they hear you. Learn more at underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
Welcome back here from Woodward Fieldhouse. Jimmy Packport, Matt Ford, Tyler is with you as we're in the boys championship game between your Woodward Boomers and the Guthrie Blue Jays here in the third annual Compass Athletics Winter Classic. Right there before the break, we took a look at some of the key players for Guthrie, as long as kind of giving you what head coach Sean Morgan, his experience is about there. Let's break down this for Guthrie in terms of the team breakdown here. Matt talking about this a bit. Athleticism and size really summing up this Guthrie team, both ends of the floor. They've got 7 players at 6 foot or taller on their roster. We're talking a couple 6 foot even guys, 6'6", 6'4", 6'3", 6'2", and 6'1", all in there. It makes for a really formidable big lineup when those guys are in, but they've also got some really great young talent in their guards. We mentioned Alex Clark, also be looking out for Braden Morgan, the sophomore, standing at 5'9". He's fantastic as well. Also, this team, of course, with that, it makes for just a tough matchup for any team. And Matt, me and you were talking about this kind of off-air before the game. They've got Jalen Shelf and Isaiah Hammonds on this roster. Shelf a starter. He's a standout athlete in multiple sports, including football. Isaiah Hammonds is probably going to be, if not a 5A All-Star, he'll probably be a 5A All-Stater. And he's not even starting for the squad. I mean, that's how much talent they have in athleticism. We've kind of seen this on the football field in other ways. When you see that, you know a team's got that, what is that doing a mindset for you as a player, knowing like, okay, hey, it's time to step up?
Yeah, it's time to step up, but it may not also be like their sport.
True.
So if you just come in with the confidence mindset, I feel like our players will have this.
Okay, there you go. I like that, which is very true. Sometimes it doesn't always translate there. I'll give you that. Keys for Woodward here, we think, for the game. Boomer defense, we've talked about it throughout the tournament. They've been locked in. They need to stay locked in for tonight. It's going to have to happen. They're going to slow down this Guthrie squad. They constantly, offensively, Guthrie will look for some good open looks. The open man, if you will, on offense, keep that ball moving pretty well. So you got to stay in defensively in that right mindset. Guard play has got to be great tonight for the Boomers, whether it's Sammy Baker or Sam Cheap getting the start. We've seen Peyton Hughes have a good spark off the bench for the Boomers, made some big plays, or whoever it is, Kyle Martin maybe even stepping in. Those guys have got to be big tonight. We know Jesus Cano and Jake Mead are going to have to be big, but you've got to match the athleticism and talent of Guthrie's guards tonight if you want to be able to take this one. And then, of course, we highlighted this yesterday. Jesus Cano and Jake Mead got to continue to play aggressive but smart, because you cannot have those guys in foul trouble tonight, especially with the size Guthrie can bring off the bench.
Yeah, that being said, they're going to, Jesus and Jake, they're really going to have to like put an extra pep in their step, because they're the tallest people on the Boomers, and Guthrie has over 7 players that are over 6 foot.
Well, and the one other thing about that, too, we'll add, yesterday we highlighted Blanchard really liked to pound it inside, get inside. Didn't really have any shooters on the team. This Guthrie squad can hit some threes if you leave them open, so that's going to be a focus to make sure that you don't leave any of those shooters open. Quickly here, we'll recap the scoring leaders for Woodward, yesterday. It was Zach Chavez leading the way in the win over Blanchard, 15 points. Jesus Cano was right behind him with 13. And then Peyton Hughes and Sammy Baker both chipped in 9 apiece. Had some big buckets in the fourth quarter. As far as for the tournament, Zach Chavez leading the way for the Boomers with 36 points. He's averaging 18 a game. Jesus Cano right there again on him with 34 points. That's 17 a game. And Peyton Hughes has provided a nice spark off the bench. The senior putting up 18 points so far in the tournament. That is 9 in both games. And with that, we'll go ahead and take one more time out here in the pregame. We'll come back with starting lineups and the tip, as we are just minutes away from this championship clash here in the 3rd annual Compass Athletics Winter Classic. This is Boomer Basketball on Z92.
What's undeniable control? It's snow, slippery ice, and freezing rain on any road. Undeniable control. Can you handle winter? Make sure you can with rich winter KSI Tires. For 4th to December 13th, buy 4BF Goodward and $70 in the experts at High Plains Tire. Certain details.
What if one day you went to your secret hiding place? You know, that spot that only you know about? And instead of what you came for, you found something a little different. What if instead of your private stash, you found a simple phone number, 1-800-662-HELP? What would you do? Would you stop and give it some thought? Would you make the call? The truth is, all drug use comes with risk. Before those risks become real, before drugs turn your life upside down, before drugs take their toll on you and your family, know that there is help. You can quit. If you or someone you love is struggling with drug use or prescription drug misuse, call 1-800-662-HELP for 24-hour free and confidential information and treatment referral, or go to samhsa.gov/thereishelp.
Welcome back here live on Z92 and Boomer TV. It's Matt Ford, Tyler Riggs with you. We're just a minute away with the boys championship game underway here between the Woodward Boomers and the Guthrie Blue Jays. We promised some starting lineups for you. Let's start with the, I guess it'd be visiting Guthrie Blue Jays here. It's all based on, of course, the seeding of that. For the Blue Jays, they will go with the lineup of Jalen Shelf, who is the 5'9" junior. Jalen Harper, the sophomore, standing at 5'10". Alex Clark, the sophomore, standing at 5'11". Braden Morgan, 5'9" sophomore. And you will also get Ryder Franz, the 6'4" junior. So they'll go Shelf, Harper, Clark, Morgan, and Franz. For the Boomers here, we'll have to quite see who's the point guard role going to be. It looks like both Sammy Baker and Mr. Cheap getting the nod there. So that will mean that your starting lineup here tonight for the Woodward Boomers, it's going to be Sammy Baker, the senior. It's going to be Zach Chavez, the senior. Sam Cheap, the junior. It will be Jesus Cano, the senior. And it will also be senior Jake Mead. So it'll go Baker, Chavez, Cheap, Cano, and Mead as your starting lineups there for both teams. Woodward wearing what we'll call the Woo-Town yellows, because that's what they've got across the chest on those jerseys there. It's the yellow jerseys, yellow tops and bottoms, got some checkered black and gray along the shoulders, as well as the bottom of the pants along the lining as well. For the Blue Jays, they're wearing their whites. It'll be the white jerseys, tops and bottoms, blue numbers, and as well as some blue trim around the sleeves there and the bottom of the pants. Boomers numbers are black as well there for their jersey. Do want to take this time real quick to shout out some great sponsors before we get this one underway. High Plains Tire, a gold sponsor. They are the sponsor of the Coaches Show and so much more there. AAA Insurance, Northwest Physical Therapy, High Plains Technology Center, our halftime sponsor Dairy Queen, Stewart's Auto Glass, Goings on Furnishing, K&S Tire, Harper Sanitation, and Bentech Hometown Insurance. Cannot do it without them. And with that, both of these starting lineups officially announced now, and each team ready to go. As mentioned, Woodward got here by way against Perryington, 66-59 the first day. Yesterday took a tough one against number 14, Blanchard, 52-47. Guthrie beats Guyman 77-49 day one, and 47-36 winners over Glenpool yesterday, and that's how we get to these championship matchups. And now it's time for the action here. Both these teams ready to go. It's going to be Jesus Cano against Ryder France. 8 minutes on the clock. Woodward Guthrie going out for the Compass Athletics Winter Classic Championship. Should be a good one here. There's the whistle. Ball's in the air for the tip, and the tip is going to be won and controlled by the Boomers. It's going to be Zach Chavez racing down the left baseline, puts up a shot, and instantly makes it. 6 seconds into the ball of the game. The Boomers are on the board. Chavez with 2. Guthrie racing quick the other way now. Over to the corner there, it's going to be Clark. Clark's going to take a mid-range deep 2. That's no good. Backside rebound by Braden Morgan, and he puts it up and in off the left block. So just like that, 2-2 here. Quickly, the Boomers go the other way. It's Sammy Baker running point here at the W now. All tied up, 7:30 to go in this first quarter. Baker check now. Go right wing over there to Chavez. Oh, step back from Chavez. Has to pick up his dribble, though. Throws inside, throws away. Wired France has it. He's going for Jesus Cano. That's picked off and shoveled up to Jalen Harper. Now over there to Jalen Shelf. Left elbow will be to France. He'll throw it back out to Shelf there on the left wing. Now dribbles at top of the key. Now right wing gets the screen. Going to take a baseline right side, puts up the floater, and that one will roll around and in. So Jalen Shelf on the board. It's 4-2, Guthrie on top. Right wing now, Sam Cheap has it. Sammy Baker will take the handoff and go back to Cheap. Cheap wearing a headband today, so black headband. Inside, they'll go to Jesus Cano. Right block, he's double team. Got to kick it back out. Goes to Baker. Left quarter, Sam Cheap open for three. He'll take it. That one a bit short. Skying for the rebound. There's Jalen Harper. Guthrie going the other way. 4-2, Guthrie on top. Right wing now, they go to Morgan. Top of the key, back up to Harper. He's checked by Sam Cheap. Couple dribble moves. Gets the left wing. Feeds it over to Alex Clark. Top of the key, they go to Shelf. He's checked by Baker. He's going to dribble around Baker. Now left corner three is on the way from Harper, and that's good. We just talked about in the pregame. Guthrie does have some shooters. Jalen Harper is one of those. Guthrie up 7-2 after the three. The other way now, it's stolen and saved. Guthrie has it. Harper driving, kicks it to Alex Clark, puts it up and good. But wait, a charge called on Jalen Harper there. Zach Chavez drawing the charge. That'll be the first foul of the ball game. They'll go to Jalen Harper of the Blue Jays. Boomers will take back possession, trailing 7-4, 6 minutes to go, or 7-2, excuse me, 6 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Sammy Baker with it, gives it to Chavez, who dribbles it back up to the W. Screen there by Jesus Cano. Now Cano gets the ball off the pick. Couple power dribbles, gets down to right block, puts up a tough shot over right of France, and gets that to go. Jesus Cano getting in on the action with 2 points. And but now pressure on for the Boomers, and they knock one out of bounds. Jesus Cano and Sam Cheap on the double team had Morgan down there in the corner. Be inbounded by Morgan now for Guthrie. Pressure. Oh, Jesus with the steal. Oh, it strips it away, throws away, trying to get it up to Sam Cheap instantly. Taken by Jalen Shelf. He's running the other way. Stops. He throws away a pass. It's picked off by Sammy Baker. Baker's running the other way for the Boomers. Now Chavez left wing, now left corner. Throws it cross court to Jake Meade, right wing. Meade going to hand it back off, trying to hand it off. Finally gets it to Chavez, left wing. Top of the key, Meade. Right wing now goes to Baker. Top of the key, Chavez fakes the three. Left corner, Meade trying to dribble. He gets cut off. Sammy Baker has an open top of the key three. Now that one just rolls out. Jesus Cano skying for the board. Puts it back up. Can't get that one to go. Fight for the board, and it's knocked out of bounds. And they're going to say it's knocked off a Boomer. Foul, excuse me. Going to say a foul, and it's going to be on Jesus Cano as he committed the loose ball foul. So it is going to be Guthrie ball, but not because of the out of bounds. First foul on Cano, first on the Boomers. Morgan will trigger on the inbounds. He'll get it up there to TJ Kelly, who's into the ball game off the bench. Now Alex Clark, top of the key, goes up to Morgan. He'll drive. Oh, Jesus Cano, big slot. Sammy Baker with the rebound. He's going the other way for the Boomers. Gets poked at the timeline, but gets up right wing to Sam Cheap. Top of the key now, Jake Meade makes an athletic grab. Left wing, Zach Chavez. He'll take the three. Oh, runs out. Fight for the boards. Poked out of bounds. They're going to say it was off the Boomer. I think Sam Cheap came in and poked that out. But, man, how about the block from Jesus Cano?
Yeah, Jesus has been on fire. He just got a block from the corner whenever they're throwing it in, another one, and got the turnover, and just now.
And now the pressure going to force Guthrie to throw it away on the inbounds. Braden Morgan was trying to get Alex Clark, threw it away to the Guthrie bench, back to the Boomers. Woodward trails Guthrie 7-4, 4:42 to go here in the first period. Championship game of the third annual Compass Athletics Winter Classic on the boys side. Sam Cheap will inbound to Sammy Baker, has it at the W. Right corner, try to go to Zach Chavez, and they're going to say it was poked off of Chavez. On the defense over there was TJ Kelly. The senior forces the turnover, and Guthrie with possession. Will inbound to Braden Morgan. He's in the backcourt. Has to pick up the dribble now, breaks the press, getting up to Alex Clark. He'll drive right block, goes up with a shot. That's no good, but they're going to say Jake Meade fouled him, and Alex Clark, the sophomore, going to the line for two. Alex Clark, we highlight him in the pregame. 5'11", good frame to him, good size, good athlete. Meade did pick up the foul, his first, Boomer's second. First free throw for Clark is up and good. Splashes through. His first points here. He had 8 in the fourth quarter yesterday, and Guthrie's closeout of Glenpool. Second free throw will go up, and that will rattle around and in. He converts on both. 9-4 now. Guthrie on top. Boomers with possession. It's Baker at the W. Checked up there by Jalen Harper. Still got a dribble. Has to pick it up. Looking for help. Finds Sam Cheap over in the right wing. He's guarded by Morgan. He'll drive in, and finally, we'll call a whistle. Sam Cheap was getting bumped the entire way right there. We're going to get Braden Morgan his first foul. Team second for the Blue Jays. Inbound underneath his own net. It's going to be Sammy Baker triggering. Looking. He gets over to Jake Mead in the right corner. Mead is checked by Clark. Almost put away, but Mead collects. Goes up with the shot on the block. That's no good, but he is hacked. Jake Mead taking it strong, getting some free throws. He'll go to the line for 2. So the first foul on Ryder France there is what they'll call. 13 foul for Guthrie. Mead at the line for 2. Boomers trail 9-4. First free throw is up, and that one does rattle in. Goes off the front of the iron, backboard, and in. Jake Mead on the board with the point. One dribble, dips his knees, shoots the second, and that one a bit long. Rebound corralled by Guthrie, and Jalen Harper will take it the other way. Now feeds up to Braden Morgan. Get up to the right wing, checked by Chavez. Now dribbles to the top of the key. Chavez tries to reach in, can't get it. Flips it back to T.J. Kelly, top of the key. Bounce pass down into Clark, and he threw it away. Trying to catch Clark cutting the baseline, but instead it's going to be a turnover for the Blue Jays. Back to Woodward. We talked about trying to keep them out of that paint, Matt. So far, decently successful, I'd say.
Yeah, our big men, they each have 1 foul each, so we got to be careful of that foul-out territory. But so far, they're doing good. Jake Mead drawing a foul.
Now the other way here for the Boomers. Sam Cheap with a drive from the left wing. He's going to go in strong and get fouled. Shot was no good. But Sam Cheap going to the line for 2 free throws. So how about Woodward being the aggressor here on offense?
Woodward's being very aggressive on offense. They're going in for any potential drive. They're getting free throws from that, which I think is great.
Helps slow down the game for sure a bit. Sam Cheap's first free throw is up and good. He's on the board with 1. They got the second foul there on Braden Morgan, so he's going to have to probably come sit. Looks like he has. See who came into the game for him. This will be number 24, Grant Meyer. Second free throw for Mr. Cheap is short, rebounded by Meyer. Guthrie leads 6-9, 3:30 to go in the first quarter. Jalen Shelf will take it. He'll get it to the left corner to T.J. Kelly. Kelly has to pick up the dribble. Now hits a cutting Jalen Shelf. He'll lose it, though. Stripped away by Zach Chavez. Picked up by Sam Cheap. Now to Baker in transition. Back to Chavez. Almost too strong, but he gets it up to Jake Mead, top of the key. Right wing. They zip it around the right corner to Sammy Baker. He drives in. Tries to feed to Jesus Cano. In a crowd, Cano will put up the shot. That won't go. Off the left iron. Guthrie gets the rebound. Will control. Jalen Shelf taking possession. Across the timeline, he'll race. Now drives all the way in. Out of control a bit. And it is a charge. Zach Chavez draws a second one here tonight. And that's going to be on Jalen Shelf. Shelf not happy with the call, but Chavez was set. So, Shelf's first foul there. Guthrie's 15th foul here early in the half. And we got a timeout on the floor, so we'll go ahead and take one with them. It's Boomer Basketball on Z92.
Fintech Hometown Agent a proud supporter of Hometown Insurance represents all major carriers and coverage files. Life, health, or commercial insurance. Fintech Hometown the power of options for all your needs. Stop by 1807 Oklahoma Avenue and see Clint White. Fintech Insurance. Your open enrollment begins February 15th through health open.
And welcome back here to Boomer Fieldhouse. Jimmy Peckcourt, Matt Ford, Tyler is with you. Guthrie leads Woodward Boomers 9-6 with 3:04 left to go in this first period. It's a championship game here in the boys bracket. Out of the timeout, Boomers with possession. It's inbounded to Sammy Baker. He'll get it up to the W. Checked by Alex Clark. Now bounce pass over to Chavez, but it's poked away and knocked out of bounds by senior T.J. Kelly. So Boomers will keep possession. There'll be a side out there in front of the Guthrie bench. Sam Cheap will trigger for the Boomers on the inbound. Gets it into Sammy Baker. Blue Jays going with a stout man-to-man defense here right now. Baker has it at the W. Gets a screen from Jesus Cano. Baz picks up the dribble. Zips a pass, into Jake Mead, but Mead can't hold on to it. Poked away now. Jesus Cano has it. He gets it up off glass and good from the left block. So out of the chaos, Jesus Cano finds 2. Boomers now only down 1, 9-6. They've got the full court press set up. Guthrie going to break it, getting up to Alex Clark. He'll drive. Now kick back out right wing to Jalen Harper. Now left corner back to Park. He's going to drive from the wing, go inside, go for the layup. That's no good. Off the bottom of the iron. I think Jake Megan affected that one. Rebounded by Sam Cheap. Up to Sammy Baker. Cross court to an open Zach Chavez for 3 from the corner. Oh, rims out. Skied for the rebounds is Ryder France. It's a strong control for Guthrie. Blue Jays will take it the other way. Senior T.J. Kelly walking it up the floor. It's going to be checked by Sammy Baker at the W. Boomers responding the Guthrie man with their own man. Now Jesus Cano will pick up Kelly as he drives into paint. It's blocked, but the rebound controlled by Grant Meyer, and he puts it up off glass for a deuce there for Grant Meyer. Guthrie now extends their lead to 11-8. Other way go the Boomers now. The bounce pass down to Jesus Cano in the left corner. He's going to take France off the dribble. Goes up strong. A lot of contact. No call. Rebound controlled by Ryder France. Jesus tried to go at him. Couldn't come up with one. Jalen Harper now the other way for the Blue Jays. Has it high left wing. And we got an off-ball foul. They're going to call it on Ryder France, it looks like. Let's say he got two. No, a tech maybe. Excuse me. So, let's see what this call is. Not quite sure. Said it was on Guthrie, but might not be Guthrie. We'll see. It was on Guthrie. It was on Ryder France. So he picks up a tech. His second foul. Now it's the Guthrie sixth with only a minute 25 to go in the first quarter. They could put Woodward in the bonus early, and Zach Chavez makes the technical free throw. One more here for him. Chavez converts on both. He's got 4 points. Now the Boomers only trail one again, 11-10. Minute 25 to go in the first quarter. And after the tech, the Boomers will have possession. Chavez inbounding right in front of us here. Inbounded into Sammy Baker. Into the game for France was Mason Tilley for the Blue Jays. Left wing, they go to Chavez. Now left corner to Cheap. Back up to Chavez. Back to Cheap. Trying to throw it inside to Meade. He controls and put up a tough layup. That doesn't go. Off iron. Then we got a foul on the loose ball. Probably going to be tagged here on the Boomers. And it is going to be on Jake Meade. Also had a substitution for the Boomers as Nash Hunter coming into the ball game for Jesus Cano. Full court pressure on. Guthrie's got a man leaking out. It's Meyer. He catches it. Crowds it. Put the layup. It won't go. Second chance. That won't go. Chavez tips it back. Meyer blew 2 open layups. He gets the rebound, though. Now they get it up to Jalen Harper, top of the key. Now TJ Kelly at the W. He's going to drive. Stop. Pop in the lane. Shot's not going to go, but he is fouled. And TJ Kelly going to the line for 2 points. Boy, Matt, how about that? Meyer blows 2. Chavez almost gets the rebound.
Yeah, as a player, that's got to be frustrating. But good thing Chavez did push him and try to block it. And then the rest of the Boomers came up, but unfortunately there was a foul.
Yep. That foul going to be on Sammy Baker as TJ Kelly misses the first free throw, but short there. Guthrie still leads 11-10. 56 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Crowds are getting into it. Pretty good crowd on both hands. Second free throw is off for Kelly as well. Long rebound controlled by Sammy Baker. Boomers going the other way. Gets a pass up to Sam Cheap around the Guthrie bench, but it's knocked out of bounds by Jalen Harper. Stay here with Guthrie. Baker will trigger right in front of the Guthrie bench. Gets into Chavez right wing. Now back to Baker. Baker get checked over there by Alex Clark. Has to pick up the dribble. Needs help. Tries to bounce pass it into a crowd to Zach Chavez, and people getting tied up. Let's see what we got here. Jump ball, and the possession arrow is going to side with Guthrie, so that would be a turnover there. Coach Roper kind of getting to Mr. Baker saying, hey, I mean, that's going to be a crisper bounce pass. That was a tough one into traffic. Off the inbound series, pressure on full court. Oh, Zach Chavez right beside us. Almost corrals it. Instead, tips it out of bounds. But frustrated with himself. Couldn't pull that one in. You're in the As C.J. Montgomery would say, ambiance, folks. Ambiance.
The ambiance.
Inbounded here for the Blue Jays to T.J. Kelly. He's got it. Checked by Sammy Baker. Almost loses the handle. Has to flip it back to Alex Clark. Now gets it over to Jalen Harper. Left wing. Harper's going to drive. Puts up a tough one. That's not going to go, but we got a whistle and a foul going to be called on the Boomers. Jalen Harper going go to the line for two. I was laughing because, they got that one on Jake Mead, unfortunately. His third. So we talked about that foul trouble. Got to stay out of it. Mead going to be to 3 fouls here in the first quarter. First free throw for Harper is up, and that one's no good. Guthrie's missed 3 straight free throws now. They still hold a 1-point lead, 11-10, with 26 seconds to go in this first quarter.
Definitely think the crowd is helping with the free throws. Getting in the players' heads a little bit.
Maybe just a bit. Contact has been tough. Second free throw rims out. That one missed as well. 4 in a row now missed for Guthrie. Jesus Cano coming in to spell Jake Mead as Mead had 3 fouls. Boomers with possession. 16 seconds. Sam Cheap's got it. Left wing. He's going to drive. Puts on a move. Goes strong to the lane. Goes up for a tough shot. He can't get it to go, but he is fouled hard. Hacked there by Mason Tilley. That will be Tilley's first foul. Sam Cheap going to the line for some free throws. Good news for the Boomers is they're in the bonus early here. That was Guthrie's 7th team foul. Still the first quarter. So Boomers going to be shooting free throws the rest of the way here in the half. First free throw up for Sam Cheap is good. Boomers now have tied it up at 11-all. Braden Morgan coming back into the game for the Blue Jays. He'll take out Jalen Harper. We'll also get Jalen Shelf coming in. He will take out Mason Tilley. For the Boomers right now, they've got Cano, Baker, Cheap, Chavez, and Hunter, Nash Hunter. For the Blue Jays, it's Clark, Kelly, Shelf, Meyer, and Morgan. Second free throw for Sam Cheap is up and good, and the Boomers take the lead, 12-11 now. Pressure's on. Guthrie's breaking it. Left wing, they get to out start. 3-pointer up in the air. That one's no good. That was by Shelf. And that's how we end the first quarter. The Boomers hold on to a 1-point lead or find a way to get to a 1-point lead, 12-11 over the Guthrie Blue Jays. We'll go ahead and take a break. It's Boomer Basketball on Z92.
After I got out of the Marine Corps, coming back home, it was just a mental breakdown for me. I was on the verge of giving up. That chapter, that season in my life was over. Now what? Who was I? That's what I kept asking myself. The pressure to have it all together, to heal, to quiet down the monsters inside, it was too much. I lost it. I had heard about the Wounded Warrior Project. I had seen the logo and the visual of a warrior returning another warrior. The programs the Wounded Warrior Project offers, it's the veteran themselves. It's their whole family brings it together. We have scars that we carry, and just because the scars are there doesn't mean that we're right now. That's the version I ever have myself. I can't
alone. You don't have to fight this alone. Visit woundedwarriorproject.org/notalone.
And welcome back here live on Z92 and Boomer TV. Matt from Tyler Rich with you as we get set for the second quarter between the Woodward Boomers and the Guthrie Blue Jays. Woodward on top, 12-11. Matt, back and forth action in that first quarter. A lot of fouls in that one, but the Boomers winning the free throw battle early.
Yeah, Boomers finally took the lead in the first quarter against Guthrie.
Inbound out to Sammy Baker. They go left corner, Peyton Hughes, who's into the ball game. Oh, he's stripped and stolen by Jalen Shelf. Up to Braden Morgan. He's got a breakaway. Almost gets blocked, though, but he gets layup up and good off glass. Zach Chavez almost recovered. But instead, Braden Morgan gets 2 points. 13-12 now. Guthrie on top. Boomers have possession. Left corner, it's Jesus Cano. He's going to drive. Kicks back out to Chavez, left wing. Chavez with the crossover move. Pulls up a tough jumper from the baseline. Gets it to go from the left side.
That was incredible.
Now the other way quickly. Guthrie's got a leak out, and it's Grant Meyer who cashes in on the other end. Back and forth we go. Chavez with that incredible, as you mentioned, jumper.
Yeah, we saw that last game, that deadly cross.
That deadly cross for sure. But Guthrie leads 15-14, 7 minutes to go in the half. Sammy Baker with possession for the Boomers. And they've got a 5-second call. Baker was dribbling and being checked there by Jalen Shelf. Shelf, a star defensive back for the Guthrie Blue Jays team, showing right there the traction to stick with his man. So that's a turnover for the Boomers. Guthrie with possession. Alex Clark gets it into TJ Kelly, who will drive, finds a lane. That's no good. Grant Meyer with the board, flips it back to Kelly. Kelly pulls up from the block. That's no good left side. Jesus Cano with the strong rebound. Now up to Sammy Baker. He'll get across the timeline. Goes left wing over there to Zach Chavez. Chavez checked by Shelf. Oh, break Shelf with a crossover there. And now floats it inside to Jesus Cano. He's double teamed. Still puts up a tough one. That one rolls off the front of the rim left side. No good. Rebounded by Braden Morgan. Guthrie going the other way. It's Clark. Clark. Did they get him on the charge? They did.
He's just taking the charges.
Alex Clark charges over Zach Chavez, who, as you mentioned, that's his third charge taken now in this first half.
He's not even a big man.
Not even a big. Just getting the feet set. Clark's first foul. And we got a timeout here by Coach Roper for Woodward as he wants to talk about some things. 6:29 to go in the half. We'll go ahead and take it with them. It's Boomer Basketball on Z92.
Your family looks up to you, kinda like a hero. With the new Michelin Excise snow tires, long-lasting snow and ice performance, you can truly be a hero for many years. From October 4th through December 13th, get $70 off the purchase of 4 Michelin tires. They'll never know you don't have superpowers. When it comes to Michelin safety, trust the experts at High Plains Tire. Certain conditions apply. Visit your dealer or for details.
Welcome back here to Boomer Fieldhouse. Matt Ford, Tyler Riggs with you as we are coming out of a timeout here by Coach Roper and the Boomers. Guthrie leads the Boomers 15-14, 6:29 to go in the half. Boomers have possession out of the timeout. Zach Chavez walking across the W. Will now try to drive on Alex Clark, gets cut off. Gets it over right corner to Peyton Hughes. Now Hughes goes back up to Chavez. They'll reset top of the key. Hughes has it. They'll dump it inside. Jesus Cano underneath the net. Cano tries to go up with the shot, but they're going to say he stepped on the baseline as the pass led him a little bit. That's going to be a turnover back to the Blue Jays. Like the idea there, Matt, but just couldn't quite get it.
Yeah, good pass from Peyton Hughes. Just too much coverage.
Quickly, the Blue Jays go the other way. They got an open quarter three from Alex Clark. That's no good. Ty Kelly skies for the board, gets it. Now left wing. Braden Morgan will take a three, and he'll drain it. Morgan's got 7 points now after a three-pointer. Guthrie extends the lead, 18-14, 5:50 to go in the half. Boomers with possession the other way. It's Chavez left wing, trying to go one-on-one with Clark. Clark almost strips him. Chavez collects again, though. Tries to bounce it down into a double-teamed Jesus Cano. Cano now triple-teamed. And we've got a foul, loose ball foul there. Let's see who it's on. Looks like it is going to be on Guthrie as Woodward getting ready to shoot some one-on-ones. And it will be on the Blue Jays. They will tag Grant Meyer for his first foul. 9th team foul for Guthrie. One more, and Woodward will be in the double bonus the last bit of the half here. It's Jesus Cano to the line for some one-on-ones. Puts up the front end of it, and that one off the front of the rim, rolls around, no good. And we've got a foul on the floor. And they're going to call it on the Boomers. The Boomers.
Crowd is not happy about that.
No, they're not. Didn't like it. They're going to say Peyton Hughes kind of hooked him, and that's who the foul got charged to. Hooked the guy who's trying to box out. So Hughes' first foul, Boomer's 6th foul. Guthrie now going to have possession. Gets the inbound to Shelf. Pressure's on, though, for Woodward. They get up to Morgan at the W. Now Meyer, he zips a pass to Alex Clark, cutting. He can't get the layup to go. Backside rebound by Meyer. Now 3 by T.J. Kelly from the wing. Hand in the face. That's high, no good. Rebound fought for. And we got a foul on the floor. Looks like this one might be on the Boomers. And it is.
Guthrie trying to get to the bucket with the ball movement, but Zach Chavez just came out there off the glass.
He's definitely affecting a lot of shots. Not quite blocking them, but affecting them. The foul is going to be on Hunter Mosley. That would be the Boomers' 7th team foul, Mosley's first personal. And that will send Guthrie now to the line for one-on-ones because that was that foul. 5:24 to go in a half. For us talking about it, should be a one-on-one. I don't know what the discussion is quite, but will be Alex Clark shooting these free throws. He was a closer yesterday for Guthrie, the sophomore. Had 8 points in the fourth. The one against Glenpool had double digits, led him with 16. Oh, first free throw was high off the iron and somehow careens in. So he will earn the bonus. Clark now with 3 points. Grant Meyer coming out of the ball game. That will bring in Ryder France. Couple dribbles for Clark. Puts up the second end of the one-on-one. And that is good as well. Clark makes both. Guthrie leads 20-14. The other way goes Woodward. They get up to right wing to Hunter Mosley. Now Cheap. Now Mosley again, right wing. It's cut off by Clark. Tough D. Oh, spin move. Loses the handle, though. Dives on it on the floor. And a jump ball called, and the possession error going to side with Guthrie there. Like the move by Hunter Mosley to try to get out of that double team, but unfortunately couldn't quite keep a hold of it. So Guthrie going to have possession up 20-14, 5:11 to go in the half. Trigger is going to be TJ Kelly. Full court press on for Woodward. He'll bounce it into Braden Morgan. Morgan will get up to Jalen Shelf to break the press. Now they get back to TJ Kelly at the W. Set things up offensively. Left wing over there to Shelf. Back up to Kelly. Kelly's going to dribble drive down the left side. Puts up a tough leaner. That's no good from the elbow. Gets his own rebound, though. Puts up another tough one. Still not good. Good defense by Cano. Tap back out to Jalen Shelf to the left wing. He'll drive and kick. And we've got a travel. Jalen Shelf tried to spin. He got cut off nicely there by Hunter Mosley to force the travel. So Boomers with possession now. 4:46 to go in the half. Trail by 6, 20-14. Sammy Baker with it across the timeline. Gets the left wing to Chavez. Left corner now to Hunter Mosley. To Chavez. Back to Mosley. Bounce pass into Cano. Cano was falling over. No foul called. They're going to say it's out of bounds back to Guthrie. That's a tough one, Matt. That is a tough one.
It is a tough one. I think Guthrie's doing really well in executing their defense, and Boomers just need to find how to keep up.
Yeah, Guthrie's man-to-man very tight right now. Airtight. It's going to be Guthrie possession. TJ Kelly inbounding. He'll get it up to Jalen Shelf. A race pass sack. Chavez gets it to the right wing. Now gets cut off. Got to find a man. Throws away pass to Jesus Cano. Chavez with it going the other way. He doesn't have the numbers. Step back. Jumper from the elbow. Gets it to go, though. Oh, Zach Chavez with the pretty mid-range shot. Breaks the scoring drought there a bit for Woodward. Now it's 20-16. They trail by 4. Pressure still on. Zach Chavez is going to pick off a pass. He's going to pull up. No, doesn't pull up from the right wing. Now he's going to drive. Step back. Puts up a tough leaner. That's no good. Rebound long. Corralled by TJ Kelly. Floats it up to Ryder France. Now flips it to Alex Clark down the left side. Puts up a shot from the block. Can't get it to go, but he is fouled on his way up. He'll go to the line for 2 free throws. Beautiful pick there on the pass from Zach Chavez, but can't convert. It's going to turn into free throws the other way for Guthrie. We'll get Hunter Mosley for his second foul there. 8th team foul. Clark at the line for 2. Collects himself. A couple dribbles. Dips the knees and extends. First one will rattle in and good. Alex Clark now 5 points. Guthrie leads 21-16. 3:56 to go in a half. Nash Hunter coming in for the Boomers. He'll take out Hunter Mosley. So it's going to be Cano, Hunter, Baker, Chavez, and Cheap on the floor right now for the Boomers. Clark's second free throw is up, and that one rims out. No good. He'll split the pair. Jesus Cano with the board uncontested. We'll get to Sam Cheap. Cheap will get it to the W. Now checked by Braden Morgan. Into a double team. Spins out of it. Yeah, unfortunately, that's going to be a travel on Cheap. That one kind of clear. It was a good cutoff by Guthrie.
He almost got through.
Almost
but unfortunately, he didn't.
If he could have got the ball out a half step sooner, he's trying to get the pass to the corner. Just couldn't quite. So Guthrie with possession. They'll inbound to Morgan. Now back to TJ Kelly, who's the inbounder. We'll have it high right wing. He's going to take Sammy Baker off the dribble. Gets to the free throw line. Bounce pass down into France. And France can't control it. He's going to step on the baseline. That's going to be out of bounds. Back to the Boomers. Got another substitution in as the Boomers will send in Kyle Martin for his first minutes of the ball game. Sammy Baker will get the inbound. He'll walk across the W here. Picked up by Jalen Harper past the W. And we got an offensive foul away from the ball. Let's see who that's on. They're going to get on Nash Hunter saying he's too aggressive trying to set a screen. So his first foul, team 9th. It won't be free throws because it was an offensive foul. Guthrie will have the possession, though, up 21-16, 3:25 to go in the first half. Jalen Harper inbounded. He'll float it up to Alex Clark, breaking the press. Now left side, right of France. So spin move, take it into the lane, puts up a shot. That's no good. Zach Chavez tried to draw his 4th charge, but could not. Right of France will head to the line for 2 free throws. As Matt put it earlier, Zach, I'm not a big Chavez. Already drawing 3 charges in this first half. Couldn't get that one out. France's first free throw is up, and that one will splash home. Now, Matt, how often do you see this? Notice that Guthrie does this. They pull back any rebounder for these free throws. That's a consistent thing they do.
Well, now that their shots, I feel like the crowd's effect is worn off and the players are getting used to the crowd chanting, they feel like they don't need a rebounder.
France makes the second. Boomers will have possession. Chavez gets the right wing, gets tripped up, bounce passes to Jesus Cano from the ground. Cano tries to go back to it. It's picked off. Now it's Alex Clark the other way. He goes up strong. Shot no good, but he is fouled. And let's see who they got that one on. I think that was Martin racing back with him for the Boomers, and it was. Kyle Martin going to pick up his first foul. Tough position there. Chavez somehow got the pass to Cano. Cano, though, trying to get back to him, was picked off by Harper. Clark at the line for a couple of free throws. First one's up, and that one rims out. Good thing is, Matt, we talked about this in the first quarter. Guthrie missing some of these free throws. This lead could be bigger.
It definitely could be a lot bigger if they made those early free throws, but unfortunately they didn't, and now
this is
the
another
Boomers have to come back.
Yeah, Boomers got to capitalize on that, get a little bit of a break there from those free throws. Baker with the rebound. He'll take it the other way for the Boomers. Gets tripped up. They're going into the paint. A lot of guys on the floor, and it's going to roll out of bounds. They're going to say it was off the Boomers. Sammy Baker dove for that, as well as 3 or 4 Guthrie Blue Jays. Now we got a whistle here, a stoppage. Checking on Sammy Baker as he did take a tough dive, making sure there's no blood there. He's good. Got back up quick. So 23-16, Guthrie leads. 2:50 to go in this first half. They break the press here, get up to right of France. Now scoop pass over to Braden Morgan. Pretty pressing, and Morgan converts from the left block off glass. Boomers race the other way. Chavez bounces it to Cano, left baseline. He's going to dribble, get cut off, bounce pass to Chavez. Back on the baseline. Pitches back to Cano. 3-pointer from the left corner. That one a bit long. Alex Clark with the rebound. Almost loses it, but flips it to Jalen Harper. Now up to TJ Kelly across the timeline. Kelly gets into the left elbow. Puts up shots. Blocked by Jesus Cano. Rebound controlled by Guthrie. But no. Oh, boy. What a save by Jalen Harper to throw it back from the baseline over there. Gets it to Braden Morgan. Now Cano tips away pass. Picked off by Zach Chavez. He's going the other way. Eurostep goes up strong. Can't get that to go. Tip back out, though, to Kyle Martin. He'll take a 3 from the left wing. That one's short. Rebound underneath, though, by Chavez. He gets it up off glass and good from the left block. So 3 chances, and the Boomers convert.
Thankfully, the Boomers got that basket, or else I'm pretty sure the crowd would have been pretty mad.
Pretty mad. Guthrie the other way now. Right corner, they go to Alex Clark. Good move from him. Gets it into the right block. Up off glass with the Euro step and good. Alex Clark showing the dribble drive. Boomers go quick the other way. It's Kyle Martin in the corner. Now Hunter. Hunter throws it inside to Jesus Cano.
That was a good pass. And one.
Yes, the and one for Jesus Cano. And as you mentioned, the zip pass, the beautiful one there from Nash Hunter.
Yeah, overall that play, just overall good ball movement. Nash Hunter getting it, threading the needle straight to Jesus, and Jesus getting the and one.
Jesus getting the and one, the damage.
Let's see if he can get 2 other points.
Convert here on the end one. The foul was going to be, it is on Ryder France, his 3rd. Guthrie 10th. And one free throw is good by Jesus Cano. He's up to 7 points now. Woodward trails 27-21, a minute 30 to go in the half. Guthrie with possessions. Jalen Shelf at the W. Calling out some of the signals. Now he's got to Grant Meyer. Hand off back to Shelf. Tries to drive right corner. Alex Clark open for 3. He'll take it. That one no good. Sky for the board is Jesus Cano. He's got it. Boomers trying to go the other way now. Can't get going on the transition. Full court defense by Guthrie. And now pass to Sammy Baker's tipped away by Jalen Shelf. Boomers will keep possession though. Inbounding in front of the bench will be Nash Hunter. He'll bounce it to Sammy Baker. Now left wing to Chavez. Chavez bounce pass into Cano one-on-one with France. Top the key now to Baker. Right corner to Kyle Martin. Back up to Baker. Guthrie switch to zone. Baker tries to throw it back to Martin. That's tipped out of bounds by Shelf again. Stay here with the Boomers, though. Nash Hunter going to be the inbounder. 56 seconds left to go in the half. Boomers trail 27-21. Baker takes the inbounds, goes right corner to Martin. Cross court, he's got Zach Chavez open for three from the left wing. That's up, no good. Good closeout. Rebounded underneath by Jesus Cano. Puts up the tough shot. That one will go in off the rim and good. Over a couple of Guthrie Blue Jays right there. Jesus Cano, a big 5-point quarter right now. 27-23, 39 seconds to go here in the half.
Yeah, Jesus Cano putting up a Kareem-esque shot with that hook. Just absolutely beautiful. Under coverage, made the shot.
Little sky hook, you say, is what
Yeah.
you're saying. Good one for sure. Not sure what the warning was there. Had a dead ball for a second, but back we go. Guthrie breaks the press. Ryder France in the corner for three, and he drains it. He hits it. That's his 5th point of the quarter. Guthrie now leads 30-23. Back the other way goes Chavez. Top the key, tough three. Covered by 2 people. Can't get that one to go a bit short. Guthrie with the board. 15 seconds to go in the half as they lead by 7. Ty Kelly has it at the W. He's picked up by Baker. 10 seconds now. They go right wing over to Clark. Top the key to Shelf. 8 seconds. He has to pick up the dribble. Bounce pass into Clayton Clark. He loses the handle. Picked up by Baker. 3 seconds. 2 seconds. Gets it to Martin. Martin puts it up at the buzzer. That one no good.
Almost.
And that is how we will end the first half. Guthrie leads over the Woodward Boomers 30-23. We'll go ahead, take a break, come back, and recap that frenetic first half for you. It's Boomer Basketball on Z92.
What's undeniable control is when you can handle heavy snow, slippery ice, and freezing rain on any road. Do you have undeniable control? Can you handle winter? Make sure you can with Rich Winter TA KSI tires. From 4th to December 13th, buy 4BF Good tires. $70 in the experts at High Plains Tire. Certain
I found hope in the midst of an overwhelming situation.
I let go of trying to control things that I had no control over, and that helped me find peace of mind.
Alcoholism is a disease that can affect any family. Everyone suffers, but there is help and hope at Al-Anon Family Groups.
I was constantly stressed and worried. Now I approach each day with joy and gratitude.
In Al-Anon, families and friends of alcoholics find new ways to heal from the effects of a loved one's drinking.
Al-Anon gave me my life back. I'm a better father and husband.
Overwhelming situation because of someone else drinking. Al-Anon and Alateen can help. Local and virtual meetings are available. Whatever you want could work for you. For information, call 1-866-200-0033 or alanon.org/hope.
You're never completely ready to adopt a teen.
For late nights reading English papers.
For your teen's music taste.
For dinners, where they talk more on the phone than with you.
For the first time, they call you mom.
You're never completely ready to adopt a teen, and you can't imagine the reward.
To learn more about adopting a teen, visit adoptuskids.org.
Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
Welcome back here live on Z92. It's the Dairy Queen halftime show as we are at half. The Guthrie Blue Jays leading the Woodward Boomers 30-27 here in the Boys Championship game for the 3rd annual Compass Athletics Winter Classic. It's been a fun 3 days of basketball, but let's get to this halftime recap of how we got here in the first half. Starting with the Boomers, Zach Chavez leading the way with 10 points for Woodward. Been effective in both quarters. Has hit a couple of tough jumpers. Jesus Cano, who else? Also right there, the Robin Hood to Chavez's Batman right now. He's got 9 points. They have combined for 19 of the 23 for the Boomers. Also chipping in a few points. Sam Cheap, he had three free throws made earlier. He's got 3 points. Jake Meade split a pair of free throws. He's got 1. On the Guthrie side, leading the way for them is Braden Morgan, the talented sophomore. He's got 9 points, had 7 in that second quarter, including the 3-ball. Alex Clark, who closed the game for Guthrie yesterday against Glenpool, he's got 7 in the first half. Another sophomore there, very talented. 5 points for Ryder France as he had 5 all in that second quarter. 3 for Jalen Harper. You get 4 for Grant Myers as well. and then 2 for Jalen Shelf for the Blue Jays. In terms of quarter scoring, it was 12-11 after 1. The Boomers were on top. Second quarter, though, the Blue Jays outscored the Boomers 19-11. So that's how we get to 30-23 at the half here. While we got a quick second, too, do want to shout out these sponsors before we forget. Make sure High Plains Tire, our gold sponsor of the Coaches Show, and a lot more here on Z92. Cannot thank them enough. AAA Insurance, Northwest Physical Therapy, High Plains Technology Center, Dairy Queen, who is our halftime sponsor, Stewart's Auto Glass, and Goings Home Furnishing, as well as K&S Tire, Harper Sanitation, and Bid Tech Hometown Insurance. Cannot do it without them. Thank them very much for all they do. It's halftime here in Boomer Fieldhouse. Guthrie leads 30-23 over the Boomers. We'll go ahead and take a break in this Dairy Queen halftime show and come back and catch you up on the bracket and the girls' all-tournament team. It's Boomer basketball on Z92.
What's undeniable control is when you handle heavy snow, slippery ice, and freezing rain on any road. Do you have undeniable control? Can you handle winter? Make sure you can with Rich Woodward TA KSI tires. To 4th to December 13th by BF Good $70 in minutes. The experts at High Plains Tire certain
First Republic is a full-service title settlement and closing company. Call Don or Terry at 580-56-7349 to assist you in your next residential or commercial real estate transaction.
Did you receive a call or message that mentioned Social Security and demanded immediate action? Did the caller know your Social Security number or other personal information and tell you that your Social Security number had been used in connection with the crime? Did you feel worried that your Social Security number might be suspended, your bank account might be frozen or seized, or you could be arrested? That is not the Social Security Administration. Social Security will not threaten you, demand your personal information, or instant payment. Email or text you pictures or documents, or use a real government official's name to gain your trust. Social Security does not accept payments by gift card, prepaid debit card, internet currency, or by mailing cash. Criminals use these forms of payment because they are hard to trace. Do not be fooled. Hang up. Ignore them. Report this criminal activity to the Social Security Administration Office of the Inspector General at oig.ssa.gov.
Right, girl? Like,
Joe Buck and Johnson welcoming you back to the City Center Convenience Mart. She's looking at the cigarettes, but she just grabs the gum off the counter. Stand Up to Cancer and Rally want you to reduce your risk for cancer. Go to takeahealthystand.org.
And welcome back here live on Z92 and Boomer TV, the YouTube channel. Matt Ford, Tyler Riggs with you. We are at halftime here. It's the Dairy Queen halftime show. Guthrie leads the Boomers 30-23. Well, we got a chance to recap the girls bracket as it is all completed here. We'll recap it real quick for the placing games and the all-tournament teams and MVP of the tournament. The 7th place game today was Chisholm beating Altus 47-37. Glenpool in the 5th place game, they beat Perryton 55-45. In the 3rd place game, Woodward, the Boomers came out on top over Guyman 66-60. And in the championship game here, it was Blanchard all over Guthrie 53-29. The all-tournament team goes as follows: Egan Merkel of Perryton, Aaliyah Shawnee of Glenpool, Besley Pfeiffer, Woodward's own, she'll make the all-tournament team, Naomi Aragones from Guyman, and Jewel Murillo from Guthrie. And also Reagan Fox from Blanchard. She takes home the tournament MVP honors and all-tournament team. Well deserved there. Boomers, of course, on the girls' side go 2-1 for the tournament and get that 3rd place. And Matt, quickly here, what are some adjustments for this Guthrie boys squad? Trailing by 7 at the half. What can they do in the second half here to kind of get back on top?
Well, Guthrie's defense has been pretty harsh, or man-to-man. So the Boomers just need to find a way to get past that. And we've seen in the second quarter that they've found some way. They've been getting passes. They've been catching up, although they did fall behind. But overall, just precision.
Precision, yeah. Which comes to those passes as you're talking about, trying to... It is a tough man defense from this Guthrie squad. We highlighted the athleticism and speed, and that's why they're able to run it so effectively. Well, with that, we got just a couple of minutes before we get the second half underway, so we'll take one more final timeout, and on the other half, have the second half for you here. It's Boomer Basketball on Z92.
Every day, more fights retinitis pigmentosa, a blinding retinal disease. But even while his vision is taken, his family needs help. Because whether business or enjoying time at home with his wife and sons, Mark knows he's not fighting alone. For 50 years, Foundation Fighting Blindness has funded research into treatments and cures for blindness diseases, providing real hope to those fighting vision loss. And our nationwide chapters provides networking and support for people with vision loss, as well as their loved ones. Because the best way to fight against blindness is to fight together. And for Mark, winning the fight against vision for his family, the Foundation Fighting Blindness. Together, learn how to at fightingblindness.org.
And welcome back here. Matt Ford, Tyler Riggs with you from Woodward Fieldhouse, Newman Peck Court. We're just a few seconds away from getting the second half underway as Guthrie leads Woodward 30-27 in this boys championship game here in the third annual Compass Athletics Winter Classic. I will let you know, as we had mentioned the girls all-tournament team there at halftime, we will get the boys post-game. Still waiting on a couple of the all-teamers as they've gone game by game on it. So once the full team gets announced, we will get that. You'll have a representative from Woodward. Should have one from Guthrie. And then we'll also see who the MVP of the tournament is, of course, there post-game. Well, Boomer's going to start with possession here in the second half. On the floor, it's going to be Sammy Baker, Sam Cheap, Zach Chavez, Jesus Cano, and Meade, the starters. Starters for Guthrie as well will take the floor. It'll be Jalen Shelf, Jalen Harper. Jalen Shelf, TJ Kelly, not a starter. Braden Morgan, France, and Alex Clark there. Inbound goes to Sammy Baker. He's checked by Jalen Shelf, gets double-teamed. Now he's got pass out of it, tries to bounce it to Jesus Cano. Nobody there as Cano had cut to the block. Baker was trying to hit him on the opposite block.
What would have been a beautiful pass.
It was a good bounce pass, just to the wrong spot.
Yeah.
Inbounding will be TJ Kelly from the Blue Jays. He'll get into Clark, who's double-teamed. Back to Kelly, trying to get up to the timeline. Now to Jalen Shelf. They'll get it up to Clark to break the press. Top of the key to Shelf. Right wing goes to Morgan. Morgan's going to dribble drive, gets the elbow, gets cut off. Throws a pass away. Sam Cheap's going to bounce it off a Guthrie Blue Jay, and it's going to go back to the Boomers. Cheap lost his headband. So maybe the headband was the difference there, Matt. Being able to save that. It's kind of a Velcro headband. It's thick. It's not unusual. Sammy Baker with it now. Possession for the Boomers as they trail 30-23. It's being checked hard by Shelf. Shelf is stuck to him all the game. Gives it over to Sam Cheap, who'll dribble drive. Goes left baseline, bounce pass to Jesus Cano. He goes top the key to Baker. Baker puts up a tough leaner at the free throw line. That's not going to go. Rebound taken strong by Ryder France. Baker got knocked down, but we play on. Jalen Shelf has it for the Blue Jays. Now right wing up to Braden Morgan. Morgan's going to get a screen. He's going to drive. Kick out left wing to TJ Kelly. Kelly gets cuts off by Sam Cheap. They'll have to dribble it back out now, top of the key. Still one-on-one with Cheap. He'll drive again from the top of the key. This time gets to the block, puts up a shot. It's no good, but they've got a foul on the floor there. As Kelly got into that right block. They're going to get Cheap for the foul. His first, team first of the half. Inbounding for the Blue Jays is going to be Morgan, triggering underneath his own net. He'll throw it out to the wing to France. Almost lost on the right wing. Now bounces at TJ Kelly, top the key. Left corner, Jalen Shelf for three. Couple Boomers closing in on him. Shot's no good. Backside rebound by Alex Clark, and we get a foul on the board. I think that one's going to be on the floor. It is. It's going to be on Sammy Baker, his second. Boomer's second now, and a few seconds. Inbounding is going to be Braden Morgan again. He'll trigger in, right elbow to Jalen Shelf. Hops up, now bounce pass back to Morgan. And Morgan goes up with the shot from the block. Is fouled, shot no good. But Braden Morgan going to the line for 2 free throws for the Blue Jays. Sammy Baker picks up a third foul. 2 in about 10 seconds. 2 seconds of game clock, excuse me.
Yeah, it looked like a clean block to me, but I'm not over there, so.
He's like, yeah, I'm not in the action. That's fair. That's fair. Braden Morgan will get the first points of the second half as he sinks the first free throw. Baker going to have to come out with 3 fouls. That'll bring back in Nash Hunter for the Boomers. Spin of the ball there by Morgan, and gets the roll. A couple bounces off the front of the iron and good. He'll make both. Boomers going the other way. They get into right corner. Sam Cheap gets it right elbow to Jesus Cano. Now flips out to Zach Chavez, so he'll have to chase it down, but does. Nice strip by Jalen Shelf. Shelf going the other way in transition. Puts a playoff from the right block, and that's good. Jalen Shelf with the steal and the score. Guthrie now leads by 11, 34-23, 6:15 to go in this third quarter. Boomers will inbounds to Sam Cheap. He'll dribble it up to the W where he's checked by Braden Morgan. He'll get a screen from Jesus Cano. Now a feed down inside. Up and under layup by Zach Chavez on the baseline. Beautiful. Off glass and good. He's got 12 points.
Beautiful screen by Jesus. Beautiful finish by Zach Chavez.
Oh, couldn't draw it up any better. Guthrie with possession now. At the W, it's Shelf. He'll go right wing to Clark. Clark will zip it to the right elbow. Now back out. Shelf for 3 from the right wing. That's good. Found some space. We talked about it in the pregame, Matt. Cannot leave the shooters open. Guthrie taking advantage there. 37-25. Boomers trail by 12 now. Zach Chavez has it left wing. He'll go into left corner, gets cut off. Top the key, they get up to Nash Hunter. Now right wing, Sam Cheap. He gets a screen from Hunter. Now they feed it into an open Nash Hunter. One power dribble, up and under, puts it off the glass, and good from the right block. How about Nash Hunter off the pick and roll?
Yeah, good pass by Sam Cheap and Nash Hunter right there.
Great finish by the senior. Football star getting it going on the hardwood. Got the real possession now at 10. Morgan has it top the key. Left wing, they go to T.J. Kelly. He'll dribble it back up to the W. Resetting the offense here. He's checked by Sam Cheap and man. Kelly just going to drive right down the lane, right side. Puts up a tough one. That won't go. Rebound fought for. We got a whistle as Ryder France tried to tip it back in. They're going to get loose ball fouled. It is going to be on France, I believe, with the push. And that is Ryder France's 4th foul, 4th personal, 3rd team. And they're having a conversation with T.J. Kelly because he had a couple angry dribbles after that. No technical or anything. Grant Meyer is going to come into the basketball game now to substitute out Ryder France, who has 4 fouls. 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Guthrie leads 37-27. Boomers with possession. Sam Cheap will race across the timeline. Almost gets trapped in the left wing. Gives it to Jesus Cano. Cano has the throw back out. Right wing to Nash Hunter. Poked away and stolen. Up to Alex Clark now for the Blue Jays. He's got a breakaway layup. That's off glass and good from the left side. The pressure too much right now. And Boomer's going to have to take a timeout. They trail by 12, 39-27. We'll go ahead and take a timeout with them. It's Boomer basketball on at C92.
What's undeniable control? It's when you get heavy snow, slippery ice, and freezing rain on any road. Undeniable control. Can you handle winter? Make sure you can with Rich Winter TA KSI tires. To December 13th, buy 4BF Good tires. $70 in the experts at High Plains Tire. Certain
and welcome back here to Woodward Fieldhouse. Jimmy Peckford, Matt Tyler Briggs with you. We are in the third quarter. Guthrie leads your Boomers 39-27 here, and the pressure right now, Matt, really kind of getting to the Boomers. We see them do this to other teams, Woodward that is, where they just out-pressure them there. But right now, the athleticism showing through for the Blue Jays.
Yeah, Guthrie's really showing their athleticism. But Boomers, they're gassing it, I feel like. They're putting a lot of pressure on themselves, trying to get there, trying to make the play, trying to out-pressure Guthrie, and that's hurting us.
So you're just saying need to let them kind of, hey, calm down a little bit, let the game come to you.
Cool head.
Cool head. That will be the key for sure. So I have the timeout. Possession with the Boomers. It's going to be Nash Hunter inbounding to Sam Cheap. Cheap will take it. It's checked by Braden Morgan right at the timeline. Now hounded by him. And we got a block. They're going to call a block on Braden Morgan. Guthrie's wanting to push off. They're not getting it. Morgan will pick up the foul. His third, team second of the half. Side inbounds here is going to be Nash Hunter. He'll get right wing to Jake Meade. Now Zach Chavez left wing. Flip it back to Sam Cheap. Cheap will race around the edge, gets to the baseline. Throws it into Jesus Cano. Tough layup up underneath and good from the block. Jesus Cano, nice feed by Sam Cheap. Guthrie races the other way, or tries to, but they get cut off. Braden Morgan double team. Now gets it to the timeline with T.J. Kelly. Kelly gets double team. He's cut off. Now Morgan's got it. Checked by Jake Meade. Now they're playing catch at the keys. Morgan's going to step into a three from the right wing. They left him open. That's high off the iron. No good. Rebound skied forward by Sam Cheap and controlled. And he'll take possession for the Boomers as they trail by 10. He'll get up left corner. Jake Meade drives, kicks it back out. Cheap, top the key for three. That's gone. Sam Cheap drills one from deep. He's got 6. And the Boomers now down by 7, 39-22. Presses on. Bounce pass to Clark. Back to TJ Kelly. They break the timeline to Morgan. Now left corner to Jalen Shelf. He'll drive. Gets into the block and puts it off glass. Good. Jalen Shelf with the athleticism there on the drive. 41-32. Quickly the other way. Zach Chavez into the paint. Tough jumper. Doesn't matter. Rolls in. Zach Chavez leaves the hand up. That's another bucket. He's got 14.
Beautiful. Just pull up mid.
It looks so easy, man.
He makes it really look easy.
Up now to Jalen Shelf. Trying to break the press. We got a foul here at the timeline, though, right at the W, as it looked like Shelf was bumped there by Zach Chavez. It will be on Chavez, his second, team 4th now of the half. Guthrie leads 41-34, 4 minutes to go in the third. They have possession. Morgan will inbound far side to Alex Clark. Clark has it right wing. Go take it at Nash Hunter off the dribble. Up and under move, and a foul called as Clark went up strong. Shot was no good, but he will head to the line for 2 free throws. They're going to get that one on Jake Meade, and Jake's going to have 4 fouls. He's going to have to come sit here for a bit in the third quarter. Cannot foul out this early, so it looks like Hunter Mosley going to come into the ball game to spell him. First free throw for Clark is up and good. 42-36 now. Clark with 10 points. 3 in the quarter. Nash Hunter also getting subbed out. Now bringing back in Sammy Baker. Second free throw for Clark is up, and that one is good. He makes both. 43-36. Boomers with possession as they trail. Right wing will go to Mosley. Right corner Sam Cheap. He's going to drive, go through a crowd of Blue Jays. Puts up a tough leaner, and that one goes nothing but net. That was over 2 Blue Jays, and that was a tight traffic move right there. And there's a foul after a loose ball foul. That might be on Guthrie. So Sam Cheap with a tough bucket. And it is on the Blue Jays, so it's going to stay with the Boomers. And we can't even keep up with the fouls. The first foul is on TJ Kelly. The second one here is going to be on Grant Myers. So back-to-back fouls. Boomers with possession. Baker inbounds at top to key to Chavez. Now left wing back to Baker. Back to Chavez. Throws it inside to Cano. It's tipped away, though. Who was it off of? They're going to say it was off of Guthrie. They'll stay here with the Boomers. Guthrie leads by 5, 43-38. Woodward trying to cut into this deficit. Trying to bring it back. Inbound now from Hunter Mosley for the scores taper to Baker. Now top the key to Chavez. Over right side to Cheap. Step back 3. Bit off, bit long. Backside rebound by Hunter Mosley, but he loses it going up. It's taken now by TJ Kelly for Guthrie as they'll jog it across the timeline. Tough break there for the Boomers. He's checked up by Chavez. Top of the key is Kelly. Hands it back off to Alex Clark. Clark runs over Zach Chavez. That's a charge. Chavez has drawn 4 charges tonight.
Not afraid. Simply not afraid.
Not afraid at all. Second foul on Clark. Team 5th. Coach Morgan not happy with it over there, but it will stand. 5 team fouls apiece for both teams there. Boomers with possession. They trail by 5. Hunter Mosley has the top of the key. He's going to drive, loses the handle, and yeah, he traveled. Yep. It's a good call. He got into late, a bit out of control, lost the handle, and picked it back up. Can't quite do that. And now Mosley going to have to come sit for a minute as Coach Roper wants Peyton Hughes into the ball game. So it'll be Hughes, Baker, Chavez, Cheap, and Cano for the Boomers. Jalen Shelf will inbound for Guthrie. Gets it into Braden Morgan. Morgan picked up by Zach Chavez full court, though. Does get across timeline. Now trapped in the corner. Has to flip it to TJ Kelly left wing. Each triple team. Dribbles out of it. Now goes right corner over there to Jalen Shelf. Shelf has it right wing. Picked up by Cano. Bounce pass right elbow to Kelly. Kelly's going to drive into lane. Gets through. Puts up a shot. That's no good, but there's going to be a foul called as he took a bit of some contact. Comes up a bit gimpy. Looked like the ankle might have got rolled on a bit. And so TJ Kelly going to the line for 2 free throws for Guthrie, and that's going to be the 4th foul on Sammy Baker. So, Matt, we talked about foul trouble. Baker with 4 fouls, Meade with 4 fouls. Can't lose those guys.
Yeah, no, especially Jake Meade being a big man, having that advantage to compete. against the Guthrie's big man will.
Right now, Meade is on the bench, kind of sitting out this third quarter because of those 4 fouls. Baker's staying in. Second free throw for TJ Kelly is good, so his first 2 points of the night. Guthrie's up 45-38, 2:40 to go in the third quarter. Boomers with it. Sammy Baker's got it at the W. Now left wing Chavez, top to key Peyton Hughes. Right wing goes to Sam Cheap. He's checked by Alex Clark. Count going on. Needs to get some space. Finally passes it to Jesus Cano. Cano in a crowd. He's triple team. Zips it over to an open Sammy Baker. Pump fake. Cut off. Baker, a tough floater in the lane. That's no good. Tough jumper. That one's off for him. No good. Rebound controlled by Guthrie. TJ Kelly will have it. And he'll jog it up to the timeline now. It's going to be picked up by Baker across the timeline. Cut off. Picks up his dribble. Goes to Clark now. High wing. Kelly has it. Free throw line to Shelf. Shelf tries to drive. There's a foul, though, on the floor. No, 3 seconds in the lane on Guthrie there. So that's going to be a turnover back to the Boomers. And coming out will be Braden Morgan. They'll bring in Mason Tilley. Big man. Boomers with it. Zach Chavez left wing. Bounce pass inside to Jesus Cano. He's got it left baseline, left block. Kicks it to Baker. Mid-range elbow jumper is good by Sammy Baker from the right side. Nothing but that there. So Sammy Baker on the board. Boomers now trail by 5 again. Shelf goes the other way for Guthrie. Flips back to TJ Kelly as they look to set up the offense, leading 45-40. 1:40 to go in the third quarter. Kelly gets a screen, top of the key. Doesn't use it, though. He's matched up one-on-one with Sam Cheap now. Has it in front of the scorer's table, deep corner. He's going to try to drive. Now has a kick out left wing. That's Jalen Shelf for 3. That one an air ball short. Rebound fought for, controlled by Meyer underneath and back up off glass and good from the right block. Zach Chavez almost had the board but couldn't quite get it. Meyer stole it and put it in. Boomers going quick now. Chavez left wing. He'll drive left baseline. Goes up strong. He is fouled underneath the basket hard. Couldn't quite get in position to make the basket, but he'll go to the free throw line for 2. Matt, Boomers trying to stick with it. Interior-wise, it's tough right now to stop the Guthrie attack, though.
Yeah, Guthrie's definitely putting on the pressure, but Boomers, they're slowly lessening the trail.
Yep, chipping their way back in. Chavez to the free throw line, makes the first. That foul, by the way, was on Mason Tilley, his second foul, team 6th. Both teams with 6 fouls so far here in the half. Minute 13 to go in the third. Chavez's second free throw is up, and that's good. So Chavez makes the pair. Boomers trail by 5 again, 47-42. Inbound here, almost stripped away, but Mason Tilley gets it now. Right wing, Clark. Clark's going to drive. Euro steps. That doesn't go. It's off the left iron. Controlled by Zach Chavez. Now up to Sam Cheap, right wing. Cheap spin move, gets into the lane. Block, puts up a tough one. That will go off glass. Oh, what a move. It was on the big man of Mason Tilley. Sam Cheap fell himself quickly now.
That was incredible.
Big-time shot. Alex Clark the other way. Top of the key, TJ Kelly now. 48 seconds to go in the quarter. He'll drive, gets to the paint, puts up a shot over Jesus Cano, and that one goes.
Back to the pass play. Sam Cheap spin moving off of that. That's exactly what the Boomer needs, just to maneuver around these big men.
It's tough to do. Now a pass inside Jesus Cano. He's got to flip it back out. Couldn't control it. That's out of bounds. Back to the Blue Jays, unfortunately, there. So TJ Kelly had that last basket for the Blue Jays. 49-44, 29 seconds to go in the third quarter. Guthrie leads over the Boomers. Some substitutions, and Ryder France comes back in for the Blue Jays. Peyton Hughes out there for the Boomers. TJ Kelly with possession for Guthrie, has that at the W. He's one-on-one with Chavez. He's going to try to drive the lane, gets in, Euro step up over Jesus Cano again and gets that one to go. TJ Kelly just saying, I'm going to take it at somebody in this quarter. 51-44, 10 seconds, now 8. Chavez double team, kicks it right wing. Peyton Hughes for 3. That one a bit wayward off, rebounded by France. 2 seconds, 1 second. And that's how the quarter's going to end. Guthrie leading 51-44 after 3 over your Woodward Boomers. We're going to take a break and have the fourth quarter. It's Boomer Basketball on Z92.
Your family looks up to you, kinda like a hero. With the new Michelin Excise Snow Tires long-lasting snow and ice performance, you can truly be a hero for many winters to come. From October 4th through December 13th, get $70 off the purchase of 4 Michelin tires. They'll never know you don't have superpowers. When it comes to Michelin safety, trust the experts at High Plains Tire. Certain conditions apply. Visit your dealer or DA details.
Circle K Services, 4915 Western Avenue in Woodward, is a fully insured oil-filled contract pumping and production consulting company covering Northwest Oklahoma, the Texas Panhandle, and Southwest Kansas. Circle K Services in Woodward, 580-254-3568, a proud supporter of Woodward Boomers.
And welcome back here live on Z92 Boomer TV. Matt Ford, Tyler Riggs with you. We're getting into the nitty-gritty of this championship game here in the third annual Compass Athletics Winter Classic. Guthrie leads 51-44 here on the boys' side. Looking at a bit of that third quarter recap there. It was 21-all in the third quarter, Matt, so Boomers not able to chip back into that halftime deficit, but they got close, got as close as 3 right there. Guthrie found some answers, though, at the end of the quarter. Looking at some of the scoring here, that's where we're at leaders-wise. Zach Chavez leading the way for the Boomers right now with 16 points. How about Sam Cheap, Matt? He's got 10 in this one, and 7 of those in that third quarter.
Yeah, this is definitely his best performing game out of the tournament.
Had that sweet spin move there towards the end of the quarter. For Guthrie right now, they've got 2 scoring leaders, and Alex Clark and Braden Morgan, they've got 11 apiece. Guthrie has possession to start the quarter. Inbounded from T.J. Kelly. Slapped by Zach Chavez, but still gets to Alex Clark. Across the timeline goes Clark now. Checked by Jake Meade. Clark going to drive from the right side. Bounces into Mason Tilley. He gets blocked at the rim, though. Rebound controlled by the Boomers. Sam Cheap racing the other way. Doesn't have the numbers, though. He's got to slow it up. Now goes right corner to Sammy Baker.
Athletic catch.
Big time catch. Left wing now. Chavez left corner to Meade. He'll try to drive in traffic. Goes up with the tough one. That won't go, but he'll get fouled. Hack. Jake Meade will go to the line. That's going to be the 4th foul on, not Jake Meade, of course. He's already got 4. 24, so that's going to be Grant Meyer, his 3rd foul. And we got a conversation over here with the ref and Coach Morgan and Meyer. He maybe has a bloody nose. Can't quite tell. There's a lot of contact down there, so they got to make sure blood-wise are good. Yeah, I think it's a bloody nose as he gets a little bit of a plug, if you will. So he's going to have to sit for a second until that stops. I'll bring back in Ryder France for Guthrie. Still, though, Meade at the line for 2 free throws. Boomers trailing by 7, 51-44. Meade trying to come back into it. One dribble. Eyes it. Puts it up. And that one goes through. Jake Meade now has his 2nd point of the ball game. Been active, just been more on the defensive end rather than offensively. He'll eye the goal. 1 power dribble again. Puts it up. And that one splashes as well. Jake Meade converts both. Boomers now trail by 6, 51-46 by 5, excuse me. Inbounded by the Blue Jays now. Oh, Shelf got to the top of the key, almost traveled. He'll go right corner to Alex Clark. Clark's going to drive, puts up a floater in the lane. It will go, but wait, a charge called on Alex Clark. This time it's Sam Cheap taking the charge. And that's the 3rd foul on Alex Clark. 2 of them, Matt, have been from charges.
Yeah, Boomers definitely staying consistent with just letting them get charged.
Get in the way, send the feet. Boomers with possession. Left corner, Shake Meade. Spin move, baseline, puts it up. That won't go. France was straight up, so no good there. Rebound controlled by the Blue Jays. T.J. Kelly will jog it across the timeline here. Picked up by Zach Chavez, top of the key. Hands off to Shelf. Shelf going to drive down the lane. He's got to stop. Flips it to France. France goes up. He's blocked by Jake Meade. Rebound controlled by Sammy Baker. Boomers going the other way. Don't quite have the numbers. Left corner 3 all the way from Chavez. Oh, that one rolls in. It's a 2-point ball game. Zach Chavez cashes in. He's got 19 points. 51-49. Full court pressure on. Oh, we got a whistle. And a timeout by Coach Morgan as Woodward has come back. 51-49. Olin trailing by 2. We'll go ahead and take the timeout with them. It's Boomer Basketball on Z92.
Your family looks up to you, kinda like a hero. With the new Michelin Excise Snow Tires long-lasting snow and ice performance, you can truly be a hero for many years to come. From October 4th through December 13th, get $70 off the purchase of 4 Michelin tires. They'll never know you don't have superpowers. When it comes to Michelin safety, trust the experts at High Plains Tire. Certain conditions apply. Visit your dealer or details.
And welcome back here at Z92 Boomer TV. Matt Ford, Tyler Riggs with you. Coming out of this timeout, it's a tight one again. 51-49. with possession out of the timeout. It's going to be Alex Clark with it here on the left side, across the timeline. There goes T.J. Kelly up high right wing. He's checked by Zach Chavez. Kelly trying to take Chavez off the dribble, and has a kick out, almost loses it, gets it to Braden Morgan. Morgan has to stop at the elbow on the right side. Now they get it back to T.J. Kelly at the wing. They'll reset, hand off to Jalen Shelf, a screen. Now flip back to Clark. Clark back to France, top of the key. France is going to try to drive. He's double teamed, and there goes there's a walk. Yep, a good step up there from Jesus Cano. Forces the walk. And so, Boomers will take possession, down by 2. They were down by double digits earlier, trying to come back and tie this one up. Meade's going to have it across the timeline, front of the scores table, back to Chavez, back to Meade, left wing. Top of the key, Sammy Baker. Right wing, Sam Cheap. Right corner, Chavez now. He gets cut off, back up to Cheap. Cheap trying to drive. He's getting picked at and plucked at. Now it's on the ground. People are on the floor. What do we got? We got a whistle. Not sure what, though. Jump ball, timeout. What do we get? Don't know who. Full timeout, so we'll keep it right here. We just took a timeout. Called by the Blue Jays, so that means, Matt, unfortunately, you're going to grant the Blue Jays possession there. Be Blue Jays ball out of the timeout. Ryder France had trapped that underneath his back, essentially.
Yeah, there's no way that anybody was going to get that ball.
I mean, you got to give credit Coach Morgan, smart call there, but how about this comeback, Matt, by the Boomers? They've kept fine, trailed by as many as 12. 12 was their biggest deficit, I do believe. Speak to what, I mean, we talked about Spark, right? We talked about Zach Chavez and Jesus Cano having a great tournament and kind of leading the way, but Sam Cheap, he looks dialed in today.
Mm-hmm. He definitely picked up his pace. The spin move he did blew my mind, and he took the charge just a little bit ago.
Yeah, doing it all, both ends. That was something that, talking with Coach Roper kind of throughout the tournament, he knew what he had, of course, in Jake Meade and Jesus Cano, but he was really kind of interested to see what he had in his guards this weekend. Obviously, you know what you're getting with Zach Chavez, but was it going to be Sammy Baker stepping up? Was it going to be Sam Cheap, maybe one of the younger guys, Kyle Martin, Peyton Hughes even, and Hughes has been good through 2 days as well, but yeah, really did want Sam Cheap to kind of step up and be a bit more aggressive, and I'd say here tonight so far, doing that very well. So Guthrie with possession out of the timeout, 51-49. Alex Clark will feed it up. They got a leaking T.J. Kelly. He gets an easy layup from the right block. They couldn't catch up with him, and Guthrie back to a 4-point lead. Boomers with it now, across the timeline. Chavez top of the key, right wing. They go to Meade. He's checked by Clark, has to pick up the dribble. Now to Baker, left wing. Baker's going to drive. He's double teamed. Jesus Cano, top of the key, has it. Cano going to attack off the dribble. He's cut off. Left wing Baker now will attack, bounce pass to Meade. Flip to Cano. A tough shot up, no good. Cano was looking for a foul. They're going to say France was straight up, but they're going to say France tipped it out of bounds being straight up. It will stay here with the Boomers. 5:34 to go in this one. A championship here in the Compass Athletic Winter Classic on the line. Guthrie leading by 4. Ref got to draw off the ball. Bit of sweat out there. Sammy Baker will trigger for the Boomers. He'll go top the key to Chavez. Chavez pump fakes the 3. Left corner goes Meade. Inside to Baker. Baker a little up and under. Flips it to Cano. Cano, one power dribble. Up off glass. Oh, off rim. It won't go. Rebound, though, by Baker. He tries to throw it back to Cano. It's off Cano's leg. Taken by Sam Cheap, right wing now. Boomers somehow keep possession. Now Chavez top of the key. They'll reset. Cheap, right wing. That right corner, Baker. Baker goes up to Chavez, right wing. Chavez attacking T.J. Kelly. Now double teams. Got back. Now he picked up the dribble. He's stripped by Jalen Shelf. Shelf's got it. He's got a leak in Alex Clark. Clark right elbow. Blocked by Sam Cheap. Oh, but a foul called. Sam Cheap had the chase down block, we thought, but instead it will be a foul and 2 free throws for Alex Clark. That was almost, Matt, an insane play by Sam Cheap.
Almost, but oh well. He can just rub it off. He's just setting the tone for Guthrie. Like, I'm here. Like,
there you go. I like that. I am here. So Alex Clark going to have a couple free throws after the Sam Cheap foul. First one is good. He struggled a bit at the line tonight, but still has 12 points. Guthrie now back up by 5, 54-49. Couple dribbles for Clark. Lifts the knees. Shoots that one short. Long rebound. Corralled by Sammy Baker, and the Boomers going the other way. Baker takes across timeline at the W. Tries to pass to Cheap. It's tipped. Cheap gets it. Almost stripped by Jalen Shelf, and they're going to say jump ball. Thankfully for the Boomers, the possession error going to side with them. Boy, Jalen Shelf showing why he's not only a top defensive back on the football field, but just a top defender on the court. Sammy Baker gets the inbound. He'll take it right at Jalen Shelf. Gets the block. Shot won't go. Strong rebound by Ryder France. Guthrie has control the other way. TJ Kelly will get it. The senior across the timeline now. Hands off to Alex Clark, right wing. Now the handoff top to Keita Morgan. Morgan dribbles to right wing. He's going to take a three. They left him open. That one long, no good. Rebound taken by Jake Meade as he leaps for it. Meade will feed it up to Chavez, and they'll get the offense going. Now right wing, Sam Cheap. He's going to drive, has a lane, puts up a tough one off the glass. Off Ryder France, and good. Oh, my. Took it at him. Sam Cheap filling it tonight. He's got 12. 54-51. Boomers trail by 3, 4:11 to go. Guthrie with it. Top of the key is TJ Kelly. Now high right wing is Alex Clark. Checked by Jake Meade. He's going to try to drive the lane. Gets it through there. Somehow gets it up and under.
Impressive.
My goodness, what a move. He'll answer. He's got a couple more for Guthrie. 56-51. Boomers with it right wing now. Same cheap. Checked by Morgan. Dribbles to the top of the key. Gives it to Chavez. Chavez trying to drive. Has to go right corner to Meade. Meade going to spin into the lane. Dribbles it off France and now flips it off France's face. And that's going to go out of bounds. Right in France. A bit frustrated with himself. It came right to his face and off of it. Stay with the Boomers. They trail by 5. 56-51. 3:40 to go. Baker will trigger the inbounds into Cano. Cano gets it up off the glass and good right block. He beat Ryder France. France went to the ground. Cano with a couple more. He's got 13 and a timeout by Woodward. Coach Roper wants to talk about some things, so we'll go and take one more timeout with him. It's Boomer Basketball on Z92.
Go claim to find out about your insurance coverage. By the wise Sampson or explain your auto insurance before and after. Discounts and much more. Switch to AAA Insurance and save.
And welcome back here at Ford. Tyler Riggs with you on Z92. It is a tight one here. Guthrie Blue Jays lead the Woodward Boomers 56-53 down the stretch in this third annual Couples Athletics Winter Classic Boys Championship game. Woodward has trailed by as many as 12, has fought back, got to as close as 1. Currently now trailing by 3 here. 3:35 to go, Matt. You're talking about off there a little bit. It's not necessarily the Boomers feeling like underdogs, but boy, the comeback trail has been fun to watch.
Oh, yeah, it definitely has. Now, like earlier, they were down by more than several, and now they're only down by 3.
Yeah, got to find a way. Guthrie has possession out of the timeout. Inbound to Jalen Shell. Full court pressure on. He's going to race past Sammy Baker, and they're going to get a foul. That might be on Baker. It is, and if so, that's his 5th, and he's out of the ball game. So Sammy Baker getting the foul. I'll also send Guthrie to the line for some 1-and-1s. Safe team foul for the Boomers. Shelf will go to the line. Baker will finish the night with 2 points, and that will bring in Peyton Hughes. Hughes had 9 points each of the first 2 games. So far been held scoreless here tonight. Shelf at the line. Few dribbles. Eyes the net. Dips the knees. Puts up the front end of the 1-on-1. It's no good. Rims out. Goes to Jesus Cano. Now up to Chavez. Now Sam Cheap at the W. He's checked by Shelf. He tries to go over to Peyton Hughes. It's swatted away by Braden Morgan. The other way go the Blue Jays. He puts up a tough leaner. That's no good from the left block. But he is fouled there in transition. And he's going to the line for a couple more free throws. And that foul going to be on Sam Cheap, his 3rd, team 9th. Was the shooting fouls. They're saying 1-and-1. They're saying it was on the floor, so not 2 shots here guaranteed for Morgan. They're saying it's on the floor, not the shot. He's going to take a couple dribbles. Eye the first one of the 1-and-1, and that one is good, so he will earn the bonus. 57-53, Guthrie leads Woodward. 3:17 to go in the ball game. Second free throw for Morgan is up, and that one splashes home as well. Morgan now has 13. Sam Cheap will take it for the Boomers, across the timeline, flips it back to Chavez behind him. Now left wing to Cheap. Cheap in traffic gets cut off there. Now goes top the key to Peyton Hughes. He's going to dribble in on Morgan. Now top the key to Cheap. Cheap gets cut off right elbow. Back up to Hughes, right wing. Hughes has to pick up the dribble. They swing it left wing to Chavez. He's trying to drive, can't find space. Kicks it back out to Meade, left wing. Top the key back up to Chavez. They'll reset. Now right wing to Hughes, looking for something. Hughes trying to drive, gets the left elbow cut off. Now gets to Jake Meade. Almost loses the handle, but corrals it. Hughes top the key, has it. 2:35 to go in the game. Chavez has it left wing. He's going to drive, try to kick out to Peyton Hughes, but it's knocked out of bounds by Braden Morgan there in the left corner. Boomers will keep possession. It's that airtight man defense right now, giving the Boomers fits. Guthrie switching on it consistently. Hughes will trigger. He'll float it to Jesus Cano underneath the net. One power dribble. Cano's kind of trapped on the baseline. He's got to get it out. Somehow puts up the shot. That one go from the left block. Ryder France with the rebound. Guthrie going the other way to Alex Clark has it. He's got it here left side. He'll race across the timeline. Gets it to the right elbow. Now right wing by Morgan. At the W now, TJ Kelly has it. Checked by Zach Chavez. Guthrie leads 58-53. Boomers trying to create some havoc. Free throw line, France has it, and France traveled, trying to drive the lane. That's going to be a turnover back to the Boomers there. Ryder France moving his feet. The big man, Matt, just couldn't keep track of him there.
Yeah, I can't keep up with the pressure of
Woodward, yeah.
Can't. Stumbling on my words this game. It's so
intense. Inside now, Jesus Cano with the little jump shot up there on the block and gets it off glass and good. And we got a timeout by Coach Roper after the bucket. So Boomers have closed it back down to a 3-point deficit. Jesus Cano with another bucket.
Keep it.
And we'll go ahead and keep it right here. So looking at the scoring right now in this fourth quarter for the Boomers, a bit spread out. 4 points in the quarter for Cano, 3 for Chavez, 2 for Sam Cheap in the quarter, and 2 for Jake Meade. On the game, leading with the Boomers right now, Chavez with 19, 12 for Cheap, 15 for Cano. The Guthrie side, only a few buckets. They've had 3 from Clark in the quarter, 2 from Morgan, and 2 from Kelly in the quarter. Leading them right now is going to be Clark with 14 points, and we got Morgan with 13. 3-point ball game, though, Matt. Was that timeout there by Coach Roper a, hey, let's collect the minds timeout, or was he looking for a specific adjustment, you think?
I think the adjustment is to be calculated and precise. A common theme I keep saying, but it's really important because they're only down 3. We can't have any more fouls.
And now a full-court pass to TJ Kelly out of the timeout. That's a travel. He went to the ground right there trying to catch it. It would have been a touchdown in football, but instead you can't do that here. And Morgan, launched that one full court, so it's going to be Boomer ball. Kelly had broken open by a step, trying to leak out on the press. So minute 55, Boomer's going to have possession down 3. Chavez will have it, high left wing. Now they go to Cheap left corner. He's going to try to drive, gets cut off baseline, but he is bumped. They're going to get TJ Kelly with the foul right there. Kelly shoved him on the baseline. Kelly's second foul, team 9th, so Sam Cheap going to the line for a 1-on-1, having his best game of the tournament so far with 12 points, trying to make that 14 and cut the lead down to 1.
Yeah, definitely becoming a clutch player in the tournament.
Has been big in the second half, has drawn charge, hit some big buckets, a couple big free throws here, front end of the 1-on-1. Nothing but net for Mr. Cheap. Now I got 13. 2-point ball game. Guthrie leads 56-58. Or 58-56. I reverse that. Excuse me. Minute 47 to go. Cheap's second free throw on the bonus is good. Makes both. Boomers trail by 1. Guthrie on the inbounds. Goes to Morgan. Facing that pressure in full court. Morgan will race past the timeline. Breaks press. Gets the left corner to Clark. Clark now goes up to TJ Kelly. High left wing. Extended. Checked by Chavez. He'll drive. Kick Clark left baseline. Stutter step move. Now blocked by Jesus Cano on the block. Jesus comes with it strong. Has Sam Cheap. They'll go the other way in transition. Chavez has it at the W. Now back to Cheap. Cheap going to drive the lane. He's going to go up tough and can't get the shot to go. Oh, a charge called. They're going to say Braden Morgan was set, and that will be a turnover as the charge called. They'll be back to the Blue Jays. And now for Mr. Cheap, that is his 4th foul. He's got to play a little bit careful here the last few minutes. Guthrie leads by 1, a minute 20 to go. They'll inbound to TJ Kelly, still facing that press. Kelly double team. He's got to pick up the dribble. He's going to throw it away. Jesus Cano picks it off. Now Zach Chavez has it. 2-on-1 in transition. Left block. He stops, puts it up. Can't get it to go. Gets us on board. Still can't get that to go. Scrum for the board. Controlled by Guthrie. It's Jalen Shelf taking it the other way. Shelf racing across the W in transition. Left corner, Morgan. Punt fakes the three. Now top the key, Clark. They'll reset. Hold it here. 15 seconds to go. Lead by one. Kelly going to drive. Puts up a tough shot in the lane. That won't go. Rebound, fought forward. Tipped. Controlled. Peyton Hughes has got it. Took it up to Chavez. Buys her on the ground. Up to Jesus Cano. Leaked down. He puts up the layup. Oh, it won't go. Rebounded by Braden Morgan. 38 seconds. Brewers trail by one. They got a foul. Oh, and the foul is going to be on Sam Cheap. That's going to be his fifth. He's going to have to come out. Oh, my. Jake Meade is wanting some clarification from the ref because him and Ryder France had just absolutely collided down here on the other end in the middle of all that chaos. And Meade cool with everything. Ref makes sure he's okay. It was a tough fall for both, but bigger story is Sam Cheap's fouled out with 5 fouls. A valiant effort, though, by Mr. Cheap. He'll finish the game with 14 points.
Jesus Cano definitely allowing the Boomers to get a grip on the ball with 2 turnovers, 1 block, and he got the rebound.
Still, yeah. First free throw on the double bonus is good for Morgan. Guthrie leads by 2. Morgan's got 14 in the ball game. Second free throw upcoming. Couple dribbles. Crowd noise into it. Second free throw, nothing but net. A timeout call going to be taken by Guthrie as they want to make sure they've got their defense in place. 60-57, 30 seconds to go in the ball game. Matt, it has been a raucous second half. I mean, you've heard the crowd. It's been back and forth. Jesus Cano, as you mentioned, coming up clutch there the last couple defensive possessions. Offensively, though, here, what do you got to do? Is it patient offense? I mean, you're down 1 possession. Boomers have been successful inside, haven't really got much from the outside. Are you looking for the 2 or are you looking for the 3 in this scenario?
I say go big or go home.
Oh.
Like, we have to go for the 3. There's
Oh.
less than a minute on the clock. We have to do something. We got to be aggressive, but we have to go for the 3, but we shouldn't force anything.
Shouldn't force it, so take the 2 if it's there. But you prefer going for the 3 in this scenario.
If the 3's there and we have a confident shooter such as Zach or Jesus, or
might see Peyton Hughes out there.
Yeah, if they put Hughes out there. But if not, go for the 2. But it would be really nice if they went for the 3 if they had the opportunity to.
It's been a fun tournament all weekend long here, and it's culminating in a barn burner of a championship game on the boys' side. Woodward Boomers currently trailing 60-57. Out of the timeout, they'll have possession on the floor for Woodward. It's going to be Cano. It's going to be Hughes. It's going to be Chavez. It'll be Caden Reed who's into the ball game for the first time. And it'll be Jake Meade. Chavez will take the inbound. They'll flip it over to Meade across the timeline. Now back to Chavez, looking left wing. Now left corner, they go to Martin. He's driving baseline, gets cut off. He's got to get some up. Bounce pass into Chavez. Puts up the floater, short arms it. And it's going to be out of bounds. And it's going to stay with the Boomers. Boy, Zach Chavez beside himself that he short armed that open floater. Now inbounding, triggering. It's going to be Caden Reed. He's looking. Gets it to Chavez, left baseline. Chavez backing down defender. Has a kick out to Hughes. Top of the key, Caden Reed. He's going to drive. Gets an open lane. Goes up strong. It's blocked, but a foul called. And Caden Reed going to the line for 2 free throws as the Boomers are down 3. 15 and a half seconds left. The junior took it strong there from the wing.
Yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, I actually I'm going to contradict what I was
Oh, you're changing your strategy. Okay.
Yeah, I feel like it'd be best if we just tried to reach and not reach, but we try to take fouls. If that makes sense.
Try to be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Try to can't think of the word. Reach for fouls.
Gotcha. First free throw is no good for Caden Reed, unfortunately. Still a 3-point ball game. Second free throw, that's long. Rebound, fought for it, tipped around, and saved to Ryder France. But they called a timeout. They're going to say Guthrie had a timeout. Ryder France had turned over. Looked like it was going to be a travel, but it was not. It's going to be a full timeout granted to Guthrie. They're going to have possession up 3 with 11 seconds to go. Coach Morgan going to talk things over with the squad, try and set up the inbound play, if you will, to get in it safely first, and then look for probably Woodward trying to foul here to send Guthrie to the line. Matt, we've hadn't been an issue as much in the second half for Guthrie, but that first half, They were really struggling at the free throw line.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like the only reason that they were struggling, in my opinion, was the crowd. They weren't used to it because the crowd got into their head. But
maybe
now,
a little unsettled.
Yeah, unsettled. Like, shook them a little bit, but now that the crowd, they're used to it, it's a breeze.
Well, they had been better in the second half on those free throws. Still a few misses, but unfortunate for Caden Reed there. It's not cash in a couple for the Boomers. Coming out of the timeout now, going to be Guthrie ball. They lead 60-57, 11 seconds on the clock. Woodward going to get set up in that full court pressure, try to force a turnover. They got to watch a leak out, though. Guthrie's been successful on that so far in this game.
Definitely.
It's going to be T.J. Kelly triggering on the baseline for the Blue Jays. He's looking, slaps it, now gets into Jalen Shelf at the baseline. Back to Kelly. Boomers got a foul, and then finally they do foul with 7 seconds left as Jesus Cano ties him up, and Shelf couldn't hardly stop his momentum, almost ran into the ref. So that's going to be on Chavez, his third, team 12th, to the line for 2 free throws will be Jalen Shelf. He can extend this to a 2-possession lead for the Blue Jays with 7 seconds to go. Chance here at the first one to spin the ball. You hear the crowd get into it. Another spin. Dips his knees, puts it up, and that one rolls in. 4-point ball game. Guthrie lead 61-57. Shelf now enters double digits with 10 points. Opportunity 2 upcoming here. Spins it, dips, and shoots. And that one rolls in. Got the shooter's roll. It makes both. Boomers down 5. Got to go quick. Into Chavez. 4 seconds. Taking top of the key 3. That one's up. No good. Rebound by Reed. Tipped, and that's going to do it. Shot was no good. Guthrie is going to win the 3rd annual Compass Athletics Winter Classic. 62-57. Your Woodward Boomers going to finish second in the tournament. 2-1 on the tournament. 2-1 to start the season. We've got to catch a breath after that one, so we'll take a break. We'll come back, recap this one for you, and get you set up for what's to come. It's Boomer Basketball on Z92.
What's undeniable control? Snow, slippery ice, and rain on any road. Undeniable control. Can you handle winter? Make sure you can with Rich Winter TA KSI tires. With 2013 BF Good $70 in.
Spot-wise, this break gets us good, so whatever you want to do.
It might be hard to imagine, but there's a place where you can find a restaurant on every corner. A place where you can eat like a king for as little as $1. It might be hard to imagine, but this is the same place where the school lunches aren't just delicious, they're themed, with palate pleasers like mozzarella stick Mondays, Taco Tuesdays, and French Fridays. Heck, even pizza counts as a vegetable here. This is a place where the fast food just keeps getting faster. You can even order delivery right from your video game console. And how's the food, you ask? Well, it is to die for. Don't believe us? Just ask the friends and family of the 300,000 who did last year. Welcome to the state of America. Welcome to Obesity USA. Population 115 million and getting bigger by the day. To learn more, go to visitobesity.org. That's visitobecity.org. Brought to you by the Pennington Biomedical Research Foundation.
Kentucky Fried Chicken Taco Bell, 2411 Oklahoma Avenue in Woodward, is open 10:30 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily. Whether you're hungry for chicken or a tasty Mexican taco, you can find it at Kentucky Fried Chicken Taco Bell. They have what you're hungry for.
The Cut Above specializes in haircuts, barber services, color, perm, eyelashes, manicures, pedicures, massages, and so much more. See them at 709 Main Street in Woodward. A Cut Above, a proud sponsor of the Woodward Boomers.
And welcome back here at Broomfield House, Jimmy Peck Court, as we wrap this one up. The Woodward Boomers fall tonight in the championship game on the boys' side, 62-57. Guthrie Blue Jays will win the 3rd annual Compass Athletic Winter Classic.